Shalom, shalom, Shabbat Adonai. Welcome to the Sixth Exodus program. Thank you for listening. This segment here is called the Fourth Kingdom. I want to read to you the book of Daniel, chapter 7. I want to tell you that the Revelation, chapter 17 and 13, and the book of Daniel, chapter 2 and chapter 7, they are all intertwined. Well, this right here, I just want to tell you about the Fourth Kingdom, which is the United States. I want to say that this Word of God is all about black people who are still in captivity here in America. Well, let me explain to you. Those who don't know, black people have been slaves in every civilization on the planet Earth since our forefathers have been here, and our descendants are still here. First, we were slaves in Egypt. After the Egyptian captivity, then we were slaves in Assyria. After Assyrian captivity, we were slaves in Babylon. This is where Daniel got the interpreted dream vision from Nebuchadnezzar. And after the Babylonian captivity, the Medes and Persians. The Babylonian captivity was the head of gold. The Medes and Persians are the captivity, the chest of silver. The Greeks had the belly of brass, and the Roman had the iron of legs. And the Lord said to our forefathers, if you don't obey and keep my commandments and keep my statutes and walk in them, I will put you on ships. According to Deuteronomy chapter 28 and verse 68. And here I am, descendant of our forefathers here, still in America. Now, I want to read to you um, Daniel chapter 7. Thus he said, as for the fourth beast, there shall be a fourth kingdom on earth, which shall be different from all the kingdoms, and it shall devour the whole earth, and trample it down, and break it to pieces. As for the 10 horns, out of these 10 kingdoms shall arise. This is NATO. NATO is the 10 kingdoms. The 10 kingdoms are the kingdoms that are in the European Union. That's been going on for quite some time. The European Union. As of today, the European Union are mostly in Russia, but the king of the north and the king of the south are not getting along right now today, because the king of the south has pushed the king of the north, and the king of the north is no other than Russia, President Putin, and the king of the south is none other than President Obama, who is the king who has pushed. He has pushed and put restriction on President Putin, and Putin has not been able to feed his people by trading. He has taken people out of the uh, the demographics and the geographics of Russia and made them a part of the European Union. People like Belgium and Ukraine, Turkey, Denmark, France, Iceland, Italy, Luxembourg, the Netherlands, Norway, Portugal, Spain. All of these countries are part of the European Union, the NATO alliance, which the Lord had given power to the Gentile nations that they would govern themselves and rule the world very well. But of course they didn't. They war and seduce each other and control each other. So this is what this president has done here in America by having this power and taking these nations from President Putin and bringing them under the European nation, isolating their people, and making him look like a bad president. So it said, as for the 10 horns is the Statue of Liberty. Out of the 10 kingdoms are what I read to you already: Belgium, Canada, Denmark, France, Iceland, Italy, Luxembourg, the Netherlands, Norway, Portugal, and the Ukraine. These are 10 nations shall arise, and another shall arise after them, and he shall be different from the former ones, and he shall put down 3 kings. The 3 kings that he had put down already, this this current president, which is the king of the south, has killed 3 world leaders. They Saddam Hussein, Osama bin Laden, and Muammar Gaddafi. These 3 kings has been seduced, have been put under him, and he shall speak great words against the Most High. We have heard this many times, and shall wear out the saints of the Most High. That means killing black people. Yeah, that's true. Killing black people every day, and there's no justice. And he shall think to change the times and the law. Times and the laws have changed. This nation has become a homosexual nation, lesbian, practicing sexual immorality, and plunger the black people to make music. Anyone nowadays, if you're in the music industry or acting, actress, then you have to perform certain tricks for them, or you don't get any job, you don't get any work done. Even sports, same thing. So they have really brought Hebrew people to a new low, and they shall be given unto his hands for a time and a time and a half a time. But the course shall sit in judgment, and his dominion shall be taken away, to be consumed and destroyed to the end. And the kingdoms and the dominion and the greatness of the kingdoms under the whole heavens shall be given to the people of the saints of the Most High. His kingdom shall be an everlasting kingdom, and all dominion shall serve and obey him. The Lord of Lords and the King of Kings is coming, and he's going to set up his earthly kingdom. He have given man from the beginning of time in every civilization an opportunity to serve and worship him and keep his laws. But men have worshipped idols. They have made idols with their own hand, and they worship them and bow down to them, but they do not respect God, and they count him as being obsolete, not even inclusive, not blessing him. But the Most High said, I will not give my glory to another. But instead of you worshiping him and praising him, you have made gods with your own hand, and you bow down to them and worship them. Every nation of the world is guilty. Even those who travel and go to Mecca, they worship their own gods. They love Muhammad more than they love the Most High. They travel to Mecca. They bow down and pray to him and honor him more than anyone. In the same with the Chinese, they have their own idols they make with their own hands, statues. They bow down to them. They enchant them. They enchant them all day long. They enchant. They go into historics, chanting, and they give their money to them, bow down and worship them. Wear their chains around their necks, the same like Christians do. Wear crosses around their neck. The whole world is guilty of idolatry. So God is going to set up His own earthly kingdom, and anybody who wants to serve the Lord, the Most High, and learn His laws and His ordinance, they will be welcome to come to His holy mountain. In fact, it will be a command once He come, because His kingdom will come, and it will be an everlasting kingdom. It was going to be ran the way God wanted to run, because this earth belongs to Him, and all souls belongs to Him. So, if you know anything about the Word of God or studied anything, you will know our souls can be rebirthed. They can die and be reborn again. So, for a soul to die is a small thing because you'll be born again in some level of creation, some stages of creation. You could be born again. So that's no there's nothing with souls. Souls can be born again. So you have a choice to worship God, to keep His laws and live, or you will go to a lake of fire, either never to live again, or you can live again, but you will have no memory of your current life. So keep God's laws and live.